If you're over 60, I need you to pay close attention for the next few minutes, because what I'm about to share could change the way you eat for the rest of your life. Right now in your kitchen, there could be foods sitting on your shelf that you believe are helping your health. But in reality, they might be quietly fueling inflammation, draining your energy, and making you feel tired, foggy, and stiff every single day. And here's the scary part. Most people never connect the dots. They blame their age. They blame stress. They blame just getting older. But what if it's not your age at all? What if it's what's on your plate? Maybe you've noticed it yourself. You wake up some mornings and your joints feel stiff before you even get out of bed. Your energy crashes by mid-afternoon even though you slept enough. You feel bloated after meals that you thought were healthy. And no matter how hard you try to eat right, that nagging fatigue just won't go away. If any of this sounds familiar, please don't scroll away, because today we're going to uncover 8 foods that are marketed as healthy, that doctors rarely mention, and that could be silently working against your body every single day. Before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome to Dr.Selric, where we break down health information in a simple, honest way so you can feel your best at any age. If you find this video helpful, just tapping that like button and subscribing helps more people like you find this channel, especially people who are searching for real answers, not just trends. Now let's get into it, because food number 1 might already be sitting in your fridge right now. The first food on this list is flavored yogurt. Now I know what you're thinking. Yogurt has always been considered a health food. Probiotics, calcium, protein. It sounds perfect, right? But here's what most labels don't make obvious. Many flavored yogurts on grocery store shelves contain more sugar per serving than a small chocolate bar. That sugar doesn't just affect your waistline. It feeds inflammation in your body, and over time that low-grade inflammation has been linked to joint pain, brain fog, and even mood swings. The frustrating part is that the packaging often says low fat or high protein, which makes it feel like a smart choice. But low fat often means more sugar was added to make up for the taste. If you love yogurt, and many of us do, a simple swap to plain yogurt with a handful of berries can make a real difference. It still feels like a treat, but without quietly working against you. Now here's something that might surprise you. The second food on our list is one that's been praised for decades as the ultimate breakfast hero: granola. Doesn't that just sound wholesome? Oats, nuts, a little honey, maybe some dried fruit. But here's the hidden truth. Most store-bought granola is baked in oils that can become inflammatory when heated, and it's often coated in sugar or syrup to give it that satisfying crunch. A single cup of granola can contain as much sugar as a slice of cake, and because it's eaten with milk or yogurt, it's easy to underestimate just how much you're really consuming. Your body may already be warning you about this, through bloating after breakfast, or that mid-morning energy crash that hits before lunch even arrives. If granola is part of your morning routine, you're not alone, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying it occasionally. But making it a daily habit, especially the flavored varieties, could be one of the hidden reasons behind that sluggish feeling so many people over 60 experience. Let's talk about something many people drink every single morning, thinking it's giving their body a healthy boost. Bottled fruit juice, orange juice, apple juice, even those 100% juice, no sugar added labels. Here's the part that catches people off guard. Even without added sugar, fruit juice is incredibly concentrated. It takes several oranges to make one small glass of juice. And when you drink it, you're getting all of that sugar, but almost none of the fiber that would normally slow down how your body absorbs it. This can cause quick spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes that leave you feeling tired and irritable. Over time, this roller coaster effect can contribute to inflammation throughout the body, especially in the joints and blood vessels. If you enjoy your morning juice, a simple shift to eating a whole piece of fruit, like an orange or an apple, gives you the natural sweetness, plus the fiber your body actually needs to use that sugar properly. It's a small change, but it can have a big impact on how steady your energy feels throughout the day. Now this next one might be the most surprising of all because it's hiding in almost everything. Vegetable and seed oils. Canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil. These have been marketed as heart-healthy for decades. But many health researchers now believe that these oils, especially when heated repeatedly or used in processed foods, can promote inflammation in the body. The problem isn't just the oil itself, it's how often we're exposed to it. It's in salad dressings, frozen meals, crackers, sauces, and restaurant food. Most people don't even realize how much of it they're consuming every day because it's hidden in ingredient lists under names that don't sound alarming at all. If your joints feel achy more often than they used to, or if you feel puffier than you used to, especially around your face or hands, this could be one of the quiet contributors. Cooking more meals at home using olive oil or avocado oil, even just a few times a week, can help reduce your overall exposure without requiring a complete lifestyle overhaul. Here's a question for you. Have you ever picked up a loaf of bread because it said whole wheat or multigrain on the front, assuming that meant it was automatically better for you? You're definitely not alone because that's exactly what the packaging wants you to think. But many breads labeled this way are still highly processed, and the wheat used has been stripped of much of its natural fiber and nutrients, then artificially colored to look more wholesome. This kind of bread can spike blood sugar almost as quickly as white bread, and for people over 60, frequent blood sugar spikes can contribute to inflammation, weight gain around the midsection, and that heavy, tired feeling after meals. If you love bread, and honestly, who doesn't, look for options where whole grains are listed as the first ingredient, and where you can actually see pieces of grain in the bread itself. Even better, sourdough bread, made the traditional way, tends to be easier on digestion and blood sugar for many people. Now let's talk about something that's become incredibly popular, especially for people trying to stay active and maintain muscle as they age: protein bars and energy bars. On the surface, this seems like a smart choice. More protein is genuinely important as we get older, to maintain strength, balance, and mobility. But here's what's often overlooked. Many of these bars are loaded with sugar alcohols, artificial sweeteners, and inflammatory oils, all wrapped up in a package that looks like a health food. Some bars contain as much sugar as a candy bar, just dressed up with words like natural and protein-packed. And here's something many people don't connect. Those sugar alcohols can cause digestive discomfort, bloating, and gas in a lot of people, especially as we get older and digestion naturally slows down. If protein bars are part of your routine, it's worth flipping the bar over and actually reading the ingredient list, not just the front of the package. Sometimes, a boiled egg, a handful of nuts, or a piece of cheese can give you that protein boost in a much gentler way. This next one might feel personal for a lot of you, because it's often recommended as the healthy snack alternative: dried fruit. Raisins, dried cranberries, dried mango, they feel like a natural fruit-based choice, right? But drying fruit concentrates its natural sugars dramatically. A small handful of dried fruit can contain as much sugar as a full candy bar, and because it's so easy to snack on without thinking, portion sizes often get out of control. Many dried fruits also have added sugar coatings, especially cranberries and mangoes, which makes the sugar content even higher. For someone managing blood sugar, weight, or inflammation, this seemingly innocent snack can quietly add up throughout the day. If you love dried fruit, try pairing a small amount with nuts or seeds, which can help slow down sugar absorption, and try to think of it as a topping rather than a snack on its own. And finally, the 8th food on our list, one that so many people over 60 rely on for a quick, comforting breakfast: instant oatmeal packets. Oats themselves are genuinely good for you, full of fiber and heart-healthy nutrients. But those convenient flavored packets, the maple brown sugar, the apple cinnamon, the ones that just need hot water, often contain surprising amounts of added sugar, and the oats inside are processed so finely that they digest almost as quickly as sugar itself. This means that comforting bowl of oatmeal might be giving you a quick burst of energy, followed by a crash an hour later, leaving you reaching for coffee or a snack to get through the morning. The good news is that old-fashioned oats or steel-cut oats, with your own toppings like cinnamon, a small amount of honey, or fresh fruit, can give you all the comfort of oatmeal, with a much steadier release of energy throughout your morning. So here we are, 8 foods that wear a healthy label, but might be quietly working against your energy, your joints, and how you feel every single day. And I know this might feel a little overwhelming. Maybe some of these foods are things you've eaten your whole life, things that feel like comfort, tradition, even love, if they remind you of breakfasts your mother used to make. I want you to know, this isn't about guilt, and it's definitely not about cutting out everything you enjoy. It's about awareness. Small, gentle shifts, made with knowledge instead of fear, can add up to a real difference in how you feel week after week. You don't have to change everything overnight. Maybe this week you simply read one label a little more carefully. Maybe next week you swap one breakfast for something gentler on your body. That's how lasting change happens, not through drastic overnight transformations, but through small, caring choices, repeated consistently. If this video opened your eyes to something you didn't know before, I'd genuinely love to hear from you. Drop a comment and let us know which of these foods surprised you the most, or if you've noticed any of these symptoms yourself. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. And if you have a parent, a friend, or a loved one who could benefit from this information, please consider sharing this video with them. Sometimes the people we love the most are the ones least likely to come across information like this on their own. And a simple share from you could be the thing that helps them feel better, sooner. Taking care of your body after 60 isn't about being perfect. It's about listening, gently, to what your body has been trying to tell you all along, and choosing, one small step at a time, to give it a little more of what it truly needs. You've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now it's okay to take a little of that same care and turn it back toward yourself. Claude Fable 5 is currently unavailable.